Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, or organics of all ages, I am Double R, and in this particular video, we have a topic or two, or three, whatever, to discuss. Like I did recently with the Final Fantasy XIV discussion of a certain scene, on one channel I'll put the whole shebang on there, and I'll break these down with specific times so you can just go to wherever. On the other channel, I will separate these into different videos. So yeah, keep that in mind. That said, let's get into it.
What are you, feeding him? Why don't you just kill him?
No, Scott, I have an even better idea. I'm going to place him in an easily escapable situation involving an overly elaborate and exotic death.
Why don't you just shoot him now? I mean, I'll go get a gun. We'll shoot him together. It'll be fun. Bang! Dead. Done.
One more peep out of you and you are grounded, mister, and I am not joking. All right, let's begin.
All right, let's get this segment over with. The Gray Line.
Should we find her parents?
Nah, let's go fuck her up.
Okay.
What's up, nigga?
Please.
Nigga, fuck you!
Okay, yeah. Segue, whatever. Good going. A little late, but sure. It does hold my feeling on this subject. The Gray Line is the literal line of the line of scrimmage. For those of you who don't know, the line of scrimmage is the metaphorical line that you can get to logically, and when you pass it, you become illogical. AKA, you change from a logical discussion to a feelings discussion.
Emotions are not an adequate tool for judging reality.
You get what I'm getting at? That's line of scrimmage in general terms. The Gray Line is that literal line. So, with the segue initially, and with me explaining this, what do you think I'm talking about today? This game. More directly, this character, because the internet is the internet, and everyone asks the question, would you rather? And this character keeps popping up in the list, and normally I wouldn't give a damn. I wouldn't give a fuck. But the problem that arises is right there. Yeah. This ain't anime, this ain't manga, this ain't live show shit. This ain't cartoons. This is over a video game character. Now some of you are going, Double R, it's a fictional character, why are you stressing? I have my anti-mindset and my ex-anti-mindset, and they clash on this. Let me explain why. During the development of the character, Mai Shiranui, the initial development, the creator of the character took 3 Asian models. I believe it was face, tits, and ass. The greatest tits, the greatest ass, and the greatest face. And they put them together, mixed it together, and said, boom, there we go. Now they did do some alterations, obviously, but it was 3 women that developed the version of Mai Shiranui that everyone knows. Fast forward this to the Resident Evil 4 remake. 2 women for Ashley Graham. One is the face model, and one is the body model. Fast forward a little bit past that to Stellar Blade. Women can't have that body type. Well, surprise fucking surprise, it was based off of a Korean model. So we go back to this character. I don't know if they did any motion capture or not. I want to presume no. I don't know if they did anything for a face model. I want to presume no. Presumption does not mean it is true. And that is where the collide begins. That is where the Gray Line appears. For me, the Gray Line is my AI file debate. Pretty much when you make art using AI, it pulls from real life items, artistic styles, yada yada blah blah blah, yakety schmackety. You could pretty much make Ghibli style Hugh Grant, and bada boom, bada bing, there it is. I bring this up specifically because when it comes to face models, the person is on the block. They're on the chopping block. Here's what I mean. We're going to back up to the Resident Evil 4 Ashley Graham two-girl model thing. One is more of a cosplayer for the body model, and one is more of a face model. And both of them have YouTube channels, if I recall correctly. So that means these girls could be harassed if someone got a stick up their ass and they were obsessed with Ashley Graham. You get what I'm getting at? Real life people are now in danger over a video game character because they were the model for the character. You see what my concern is, right? So if the character here is this age, if there is an actual face model, that means there may be an actual person who could be put in danger because of this. And I mean this in a long arm way, like Reed Richards stretching far, far, far that way. Also, the style of the game is a little bit more realistic. So it's not just cartoon shit. It's leaning closer to something like, say, going after an actor. Like this. It's closer to this than dealing with this. You get what I'm getting at? That's what the gray line is. I know the character is fictional. But knowing how characters are being made nowadays for video games with face models and actual body models, I have to be worried for the actor, the actress, whatever, for that specific character, because if they are actually underage, there's a flaw. If they just happen to be a young person, like 21, 22, or whatever, and they de-aged a character for the game, fine. Fine. No harm, no foul. I don't give a damn at that point. Because the age of the actual person is out of range. But that is my concern. That's the gray line. I'm being straightforward about it because this does cause the clash. The line of scrimmage has been walked up to, and I'm stuck going, ugh. So until I find out specifically how the character was created for the game, I'm not going to touch it. Now other people are sitting there, it's just a fictional character. Ashley Graham is a fictional character, but again, they used real women, face and body, to make the character. And both those women have YouTube channels, which means people could try to harass them if they truly were obsessed with Ashley Graham. Again, it's like going after an actor who's playing a role. That's where my concern is. Alright? I'm just leaving it there because that's the gray line. If it's fully fictional, like Samus Aran, fine, I couldn't give a fuck less. Carry on. Power on, carry on. But if it's got a face model, and the face model is actually a kid, flag on play, holding, traveling, off sides, you get the idea, right? Y'all got it? We copacetic? We understand why I'm a little bit concerned here? I'll leave y'all to it. Leave y'all for that discussion. You can throw whatever bows you want. I don't give a damn. But until I know exactly how the character was conceived, created, and made, I'm not going to even remotely speak upon it. We good? Great. Well, that's the end of this particular segment. Hopefully, on the screen, there will be the other segments that pop up. If not, I'll make sure they will be in the description down below. That said, y'all have fun. And, I don't know. Later, I guess.